Hi everyone, I'm coming on to do an altered glassine bag, okay, and this is part of a design team kit from XCS, and I have got a few wee items here that I'm going to be using. So my idea is I'm going to add a piece of ribbon round this, put my wee butterfly on, and then maybe have a wee few bits down here. Not sure. But we're going to get that done first. So I'm going to grab a piece of ribbon. What colour do I want? Do you know what? I think I'm going to go deep. Or will I just don't want to pick a colour that I usually pick. There we go. There's a green. That's not my normal. It's just a piece of seam binding. Oh, get comfy. Right, so I think what I'll do is place this down. Behave. Place it down, and I'm going to add some glue dots to the back of it so it doesn't slide about. Okay, so I'm going to add that one there. That's going to be my central area. Then I'll add one at either side of that. Let me just see how wide I need it. One. Then we'll do another one around here. And that's only for working out my distance. Okay, so now it's nice and flat. I can place it on where I want it. So I think I'll have it about there. That looks good. Then I'm going to bring this over. And I've just put a wee bit of music on my phone. Turn it down a wee bit actually so it's no overbearing. Right, so I'm just going to put that about there. Bring that in. Lay it on. Oops, that's a bit tight. Let me just see if I can peel it back a bit. There we go, that's a bit better. Right, and I'm going to snip that about here because I'll overlap these two. You can use wet glue for this, just use a PVA that dries clear and you're fine. But I just wanted to make sure that it was a nice quick project and it's nice and dry for me to move on to the next part. Right, there we are. Let me just put that there so I'm not pulling on it. There we are. Perfect. Then I've got my little is that case on the front? No, it's on the back. That's fine. Right, so we'll add that there. But I want to colour that up. So I'm going to bring in my... Oh, wait a minute. Let me think. Where do I put my other markers? My craft room is a bit of a jumble at the minute. In fact, it's always a jumble, but it's even worse than usual today. Let me think. Where did I put you? Did I put you under here? Nope. Oh, I see them. They're hiding from me. There we go. Whoops. Because I know the colour I want to use with this. That's why I was hunting for these. Mint macaron and pear green. Right. Now, if you use an alcohol marker, it will be permanent. So my pro markers are permanent, okay? They are going to stick where they should be, and I've brought one now. Put it back in my bag. I really am losing the plot, I think. Leaf green, there we go. I've also got that meadow green. I'll pull that out as well, just in case I want to use it. Right. So I'm going to go in first with my lightest colour, which will be my mint macaron. That is an in colour from last year. So it's no longer available, unfortunately. But I absolutely love this colour. It's just a beautiful, beautiful green. And I just lightly, I don't dig my pen in. I'm really, really lightly brushing it over it. There we are. Like that. And I'll do the same at the other side. Now, you can do both sides. I'm actually not going to bother because it's going to be stuck down anyway. But if you actually look, it does give you a bit of the colour through anyway. I actually really like that. I might even use the reverse side. So just bear with me. I quite like. And just be ever so thankful that I'm not singing. Because normally when I've got that on, I sing like a linty. I can't sing to save myself, but I do like to try. Or convince myself that I can. And my musical collection is a bit of a mishmash. I love music and I have such a wide variety of tracks. You would never believe it was one person's collection. You would be stunned. You would think it was the whole household's, plus my granny's. Right. So I'm going in now with the pear green and I'm going to do the antennae. So with chisel end, I'm actually just pressing onto it. Okay. I thought it was raining. I've got my whole window wide open because I am roasting. I've been in bed the last few days. I have got a lot of pain at the minute. It's just part of life, unfortunately. But because I'm taking strong painkillers, my temperature is a bit all over the place and I feel really warm all the time. And thankfully the kids are away, but Ian's been moaning when he comes in at night because the house is freezing. But I really cannot stand the heat at the minute. Right, there we go, that's prepared green done. Now you'll see here that I have got a bit of green on my glass mat. I will go in with a bit of alcohol, just a drop or two, just a wipe cloth, and it just comes straight off. Okay, so it's not anything permanent. That's why I love my glass mat, because it cleans up in seconds. Right, now I'm going in with the meadow green, and I don't even know if I like this, so oh, that's alright actually. And then we'll go in with the leaf green for the remainder. Now if these bleed into each other, it's fine. Butterflies aren't perfect. They blend, the colours aren't set to one area. So I'm not bothered with that in the least. It just shows you how quick and easy these are to colour, and you can choose whatever colour pleases you. As I said, I just wanted to use something that's a bit different for me. At the minute I tend to stick to my creams and light browns, etc. Even soft pink. I don't like too much pink, but with doing a lot of shabby chic over the last few years, pink has won its way into my heart a wee bit. Right, so we've got that now. I'll just give that another wee clean over with some alcohol. Now, you really need to kind of let this dry off, realistically. But for timing, I'm going to begin on and adding it right away. Let me just see. I think I might add a few wee bits coming down. Let me see. I know I'm running low. I did have some. Oh, I'm running low. I've got some white eyelet trim here, but I am starting to get on to my last bits. I'm going to need to order some more. Right, come on you out the way so I can see. Right, so that should be enough. I want to bring it into suds actually. Yep, I think I'll do it in suds. Right. So I'll snip there. And I'll bring that up. And snip it there. There we are. like that. So I'm going to add a little glue dot. I think I might need 2 for this. So I'll add one there and one there. Oops, turn over. Right, that's true. One. Oops. 2. And I'm just making sure that all the threads are going down the way. It saves me having to fight with the threads. There we go. So that's quite pretty. Then we'll add that over the top. Right, so I am going to add that with, I think I'll use a big glue dot for that maybe, or will I? Now, saves me having to pull any more out. So I'll add a couple just to make sure it's stuck properly. And we'll add a third. And believe me, if anybody wants to try and get this off, they're going to have a fight. Because these glue dots are mega strong. Right, so we've got that so far. And that's big enough as well, so that when you fill your wee bag, you can actually, let me just see, it's actually going to be big enough for you to fold that down and for that to be like the closure. So that's a good thing. Let me just pull that back so we don't get that in the road. There we are. Right, now I want to add a wee something down here. In fact, you know what? I've got a couple of wee butterflies that I think I'll add first. Sorry, Muckley's going mental. There must be the kids starting to appear outside to play. Right, so I've got quite a few greens in amongst this that I can add to add a bit of colour. Now I want my flowers if I can find them. Where did I put you? Oh, let me see. Right, we'll use some of this underneath because I want to add the cream. In fact, I think I might use these wee ones. They're quite cute. And maybe one of the bigger ones. But I want a wee bit of colour underneath first. Or will I? You know what? I'm going to add some butterflies to this, then I'll do another glassine bag with the flowers, I think. I don't want to do overkill. So I'll just bring in a couple of wee green coloured butterflies and just shape them a wee bit. And we'll add them on here. And just lift. Let me get rid of that. And we've got this one. I'm paying no interest to the door because my kids aren't here. So let me just add that one there. And then I think I'll have that one coming in from the other side. Right, now I need something for the body. Let me think. Maybe some. In fact, you know what? I've got some bling trim that I have got from XCS previously. Let me grab my other scissors because I don't want me snipping that with my decent scissors. Right, where are you? Bling bling. Right, there we are. So I'm just needing a wee bit that'll cut off enough. I like that actually. I'm going to cut another bit off because I want it longer to tassel down. There we go. And I'll do a double layer of it. Now I'm going to need to add this with glossy accents so it won't be dry, so I can't lift it up to show you the full effect of it. But I'm sure you'll get the idea. So I just need to go into my wee unit here. Whoops. And grab my wee bottle. Oh, in fact, it's flying out. That was clever. So I'm just going to add a good healthy dollop here. Because I want it to be stuck permanently. Don't want it to go in the post and then fall off. Just turn this way. I'll just hold it up there so I can pull this down for you to see a wee bit of the idea. So that's our wee butterfly one done. I'll zoom in for you so you can see it properly. So that's it there. And that's just a wee glassine bag for sending out a wee rack or whatever. So I'm going to put that aside just now, and I'm going to do another one with the florals. And these glassine bags are Stampin' Up ones, but you don't have to use that. You can use baking paper that you get on a roll. You get loads on it. Right, so let me see what we're doing here now. So I want one there, and one here. But I want a wee bit of colour underneath. So let's just put that. Right. Let me see what I've got here. Nope, don't want that. Nope. Well, that's quite pretty. Yep, gonna go with the blue, I think. just for something different. Blue's not a colour I go to a lot. So that's a wee change for me. I'll get rid of the greens now and see if I can pull out some blues. Blue's not a colour I have a lot of, if I'm honest, so I might struggle, but we'll see what we can do. Oh, in fact, scrap that idea. I know exactly how to colour these with blue. Oh. Oh, I need to move everything as usual because this place is like a bomb at times. Especially in front of this drawer because I don't use it very often. Right, so I've got some paints here and these are pearlised, but they will work perfectly for what I'm looking for. So, these are Yasutomo. And they were about £10. But they're a nice size and they are lovely pearls effects. So there's a few blues in here and I'm just going to dampen them a wee bit and let the colour. There's a grey here as well. I'm going to wet the grey here and also the white, just so that I've got something that I can blend into if I need to. So I'll pull these over and I'm just going to use my wee water painter just because it's handy. So I'm going to go in with the darkest blue, I think. Let me just pick up some colour. Perfect. And I'm just going to come over but honestly you can use almost any colour medium on your appliques. Markers, paints, sprays, even acrylic paint, but just water it down a wee bit first. Right, and then I'm just going to come in and touch up at the top of the petal. I need to add a wee bit more water to that. It's a bit on the dry side now, it's absorbed in. Right. So I'm just going to go in and touch the edges, alright. Because I'm going to go in with a lighter one over the central area. Move them out the way, I don't want them getting coloured at the moment. I mean, I've had these Yasutomo ones for, golly, a few years now. And for a while I did use them a lot. As you'll see, that one's basically out. But they're perfect. I actually took them on holiday with me as well because they were great for adding just that tiny wee bit of sparkle to your project without it being garish. Right, so I'm going to just clean off my brush a bit. And remember, your blues and dark reds will stain your brushes. Don't worry about it. It's just the pigment. Right, so I'm going to come in with this lighter blue here. It's almost like an ice blue. And I'm just going to paint up. And it actually does look quite pearlized, which is lovely. As I said, just sprays work just as well with this. And that's when you know you've got a good quality applique, because the colour absorbs perfectly. If it's a cheap applique, the colour will sit on the surface because it's coated. It's almost like a plastic, because they're mainly made of nylon. If they're cheap, these ones are more cotton, so they absorb beautifully. There we are, so that's the one done. And if I bring it up, you might be able to see the, in fact, if I put my light on, it'll glare for a second. But if I tilt that, you'll be able to see the wee shimmers of pearl in it. Beautiful. Right, so I'll let that dry for a second. So these might not be able to get added right away, but we will add them. Because I don't want to false dry them. And I'm going to use this one for these. In fact, I'll do the deep green for the leaf first, or will I use this one? I think I'll use that one for the green, for the leaves actually. So I'm just going to squirt a wee bit of water in and let it kind of mix a bit. I'll just make sure it's a bit dry so that I can use it fine. Right, so I'm going in with this blue. Stunning colour. I'm really struggling trying not to sing. I'm really struggling hard. Yeah, can't help it. My boy, he's home today, Jaden. He's been at his nana's for a week. His dad popped in to see him yesterday and gave him a wee surprise from us. Ian picked up one of these blooming flying drone things. Boys and their toys, honestly. He's got a bedroom full of all these fancy gadgets. And they only go out once or twice and then they're on top of the wardrobe. Crazy! But the wee one loved it. So, hey ho. And my big boy, I'm hoping he's home for Christmas time. Spoke to him the other day and he's doing okay. So, just taking it a day at a time. It's really difficult without him. It's not until he's away that you actually realise how much he actually does. Lovely. So I'm going to put that aside for a minute and I'll do the rest of this one and then we'll colour the leaf area. Okay, so we'll just really pretty. Stunning. And as I said, these aren't expensive paints. They really aren't. And I'm using this quite thickly so that it doesn't take too long to dry because I'm not really actually pulling out a lot of water from my pen. But you could easily use a lot less than what I'm using, so it would go a lot further. I just quite like it on quite thick. Oh, so I am enjoying my last day of peace and quiet. I'm only kidding. I have really missed him actually. The last 2 days without him's really been a struggle. Because he's my inspiration for getting up each day, really. The kids. Right, there we go. So we'll just clean my wee pen out on my wee rag. I'm actually going to add a wee bit of alcohol here to try and clean it up properly because there's a lot of staining on it. I just want to make sure it's cleaned properly. Make sure it's... That's it. And that way now. And I'll just push some water through it to liquidise the alcohol and make sure that it's not going to hinder my rest of the colours. Right, bring this one back in a bit. And I'm going to use this greeny grey colour here. Lovely. That's that one done. Bring this one in. And I will show you these close up in just a minute. Right, clean that off. And then we can move the paints out the road and get back to what we were doing. Oops. Oh. Now, I will leave these out and I will actually open them off camera so that they dry out perfectly. Just going to give that a wee clean. I do go through a lot of alcohol, but I buy it by the litre because it does get rid of 90% all the rubbish on my table. Right, so we're going to put that on there, and I'm just going to add, let me think, I'm going to just stick with the glue dots. So I'm just going to go into the thickest part of this one. And if it pops up a wee bit, it's fine because I'm going to be covering it anyway. This is literally just for a wee background, so that I didn't have it just blank underneath. I wanted a wee tiny bit of contrast. So that's going to go there. Just turn that. Right, and this is where coloured ones up close. They're just beautiful. And as I said, you can see the little bit glistening there, which is the pearlisation in it. Oops. Gorgeous. And as I said, these might not stick perfectly because they are still damp. They're not sopping because I didn't use a lot of water, but they are still damp. Stay put, little glowy pink thing. Right there. Perfect. And then we can add a wee sentiment there. Let me just see if I can find a nice wee sentiment for that. Oh. Don't know if I like that. I think we'll use Happy Birthday because that's quite generic. Right. I'll just place it under a wee bit. and I'll pop it up on a wee dimensional, I think. Ooh. There we go. So we've got that there. Okay. And if someone sent you that with a wee few goodies inside, you'd be chuffed. So that's using Appliques from XCS. I will leave the link in the description bar. The next sale is August the... Let me see if I can find out. Facebook. XCS. Because we've just finished the sale today. No, yesterday it finished. No, can't see the next event. But it is August, the next one. Usually the second, third week in August it should be. But if you keep your eye on the store or you message Naomi, she will let you know when the sale is taking place even. But this is our butterfly applique, coloured with markers. Stunning. Then we have got the floral appliques, coloured with watercolour perlized paint. And if I actually put that light on again, you'll be able to pick up even more of the colour. It's just lovely. And as I said, that wee blue one in the background was literally just for a little bit of interest. Okay. So I hope that gave you some inspiration. And pop over and have a look at some of the things that Naomi sells. It's a fab, and the prices are phenomenal. I love XCS for all my wee extras because they just add so much to projects. And as I said, these are just perfect for little gift bags. Just perfect. So I hope you've enjoyed that. And I will be back soon with more tutorials. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.